Welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going over SMITE's newest patch coming to the game, Royal Champion, which is update 5.15. Not the biggest patch, pretty average size patch. More cosmetics than balances, which I know a lot of people don't like, but the last couple patches, at least the last one I know, was pretty heavy on balance. So, back to cosmetics. 2 limited skins though in one patch. Is it just 2? Yeah, so 2. We got Royal Champion, a Wheelix, which I think it looks amazing, but it is limited, so rightfully so.
It is time we celebrate our differences. How about a joust to the death?
I love it. A Wheelix has always been one of my favorites, so when she gets cool skins, I love it. What is this? Abyssal Acolyte Agni. So I think this is going with the Cthulhu theme.
We are here now, and there is no hope left for any of you.
I really like that voice pack, because usually when they do the demonic things, you just hear like a lot of this vibrato in their voice. But I guess because Agni has 2, yeah, you can. In the skin, he's got one of his heads is Cthulhu, and then the other is just a person. So you hear both of those people speaking in the voice, which I think is really cool. I like that. Next, we have Warp Tech Yana. That's a Yana skin? I thought that was Shibelake. All right. Oh, voice pack's not working for that, but we got Bastet. Damn it, I hate her. Shadow Claw Bastet. It's actually a pretty cool skin though.
Apparently, we are up against very wealthy aristocrats. We are talking gold, mountains of it. I'm sure they won't mind if we take some.
All right, so off topic, but do you guys remember the old Scooby-Doo movie, Zombie Island? Tell me this doesn't look like the cats from that movie. Go back, watch it, look it up, come back and tell me I'm wrong, because I'm right. Riptide Poseidon, that I don't watch that show or the movie. It was a Game of Thrones that Aquaman's in, but that looks exactly like him, so I guess that's what they're going
Though
for.
my powers are stronger in the ocean, I'm still pretty powerful on land.
Jason Momoa, that's his name, right? I don't know, super popular. Sunny Chibi Amaterasu, so another Chibi skin.
Don't worry, the sun will never set as long as I'm around.
Oh, that was it. All right. Now this one, a lot of people are going to be super pumped for, because original Joust is back for a limited time, not permanently. Maybe they'll change it again, but if you don't know, I think it was like season 1 and 2. They had this original Joust map, which the jungle was just so much bigger. There wasn't mana damage, and then the bull demon they had. I don't even know how many buff camps they had. I don't remember, but basically they're bringing it back for a new adventure mode. Embark on a journey back in time to lead your team to victory on one of SMITE's most beloved battlefields, classic Joust. So it is going to be 3v3. It's essentially, the new venture is just Joust on the original Joust map. That's really all it is. Bring the Titan to its knees, destroy the enemy tower and Phoenix, and then strike into the enemy's team base, square off against the mighty Titan. Charge forward, go face with the opposition, a fast 3v3. Classic Joust is surrounded by a jungle inhabited by an array of fantastical and mythological creatures. Slay them and unlock their powers to gain advantage on the battlefield. Basically what they're saying is there's more jungle buffs, because the original Joust map was just so much better. I don't think there's one person that actually likes the new Joust map better. If you do, let me know in the comments, but I haven't met one yet. So the Wheelix skin, which is right here, is going to be available through this new bundle, which is kind of a part of this adventure. They do it every single time they do this. It's called the Royal Champion Bundle. It'll probably be 900 gems this patch, and then after that, it'll probably go up to 1,000, because that's usually what they do. So you get the gold key for the vault, you get a Sir and Dame titles, a Royal Champion music theme, global emote, recall skin, and of course a Wheelix. We have cutesy Giannis avatar, SMITE Prime avatar, portal jump stamp, Royal Champion avatar, loading frame, loading screen. We went over. Awesome chest has Crystal Colossus and Mirror in it. Godlike chest there, and the Fantasy Point store rotation. Some bug fixes here, which we're not going to go over, because what's the point? You could pause it if you really want to. And some more God bug fixes here. Wow, a lot. And then we have some item balances. So relatively short patch. 2 items actually. I forgot Blackthorn Hammer was an item in the game. I'm not gonna lie. Blackthorn has rarely been seen in season 5. That might be why. Increase the health from 350 to 450, and then decrease the physical power from 30 to 25. I still don't think that's really gonna make a big change, but we'll see. Silver Branch Bow. It looks like they're reworking it big time here. Cost 2,200 gold. Builds from Hunter's Bow. 20 physical power, 25 attack speed, 10 penetration. Passive for each 0.0 to attack speed, you go over cap, because a lot of people were over capping with this, and that was the issue. So for every 0.02 that you go over, you gain 1 physical power. Oh wow! If you would go 2.6 attack speed over, instead you go 2.5 plus 5. Wow, that's a great change. I'm trying to think of a god that could really utilize this off the top of my head. I would have to go and look, but I'm sure there's a couple that can make huge benefit from this, especially the ones with like built-in attack speed that can overcap, like as is. So that'll be interesting to see. On her, increases base damage on his ultimate. Used to scale from 60 to 160, is now 70 to 170, and increased the scaling by 10%. Baron Samedi decreased the hysteria per hit on his ultimate from 8 to 5. Increased the self-slow while casting from 40% to 60%, so a big nerf there on his ult. Kernunos, his ultimate, decreased the mana cost. Used to be 100 to 140, is now 100 at all ranks. Chernobog decreased the base damage of the initial hit on his crystallized curses. Used to be 70 to 190, is now 70 to 170. His Living Nightmare decreased the mitigation scaling. Used to be 20% to 40%, is now 10% to 40%. Fenrir, I haven't seen Fenrir get changes in forever. In fact, the last time he did get a change, I think it was his runes, and now they're changing it again. So Fenrir now gains 3 runes for getting an assist. Okay, so a little change there. Pele increased her base health from 440 to 460, decreased the cooldown on her Pyroclast by a second. Magma Rush increased the movement speed from 20% to 30%. So getting some buffs there. I guess she's been underperforming. I haven't played her, so I wouldn't really know. Played her in PTS a little bit, but Naja decreased the base power. Used to be 1 per stack, is now 0.5 per stack. And then Thoth, the ability no longer triggers any item effects, being Glyph of Pain. So that is it for this video, guys. A relatively short patch. Back to the old shit ton of cosmetics. Not a lot of balances. But what are you going to do? That is it for this video, guys. And until next time, thank you for watching.